Alright, I don't know what's exactly recorded as far as the video screen. So I was going to show you my config, but I don't know if that works out well. We'll go over some simple mechanics right now. I got a new keyboard, so I can do that now. The other one was a flat mini that had all the buttons super smooth with no sensitivity to them. Like if you press the button, it's all the way. And now I got a mechanical keyboard, so it's all good. But here, we'll talk about invert brake, or invert throttle, my apologies. You can jump, hit invert throttle, and now you're going in full reverse. See, this is good if you're running for cover, you need to make a shot, you're kiting and running, peeking and poking with assaults. It's very useful, especially if you don't have jumps. You can worry about the shot that you're taking and which direction you're turning rather than moving your mech back and forth. So say you're going around a corner, you're going to peek and poke with somebody, poke, you go back. You can turn your mech then, you don't have to worry about so much about going forward. Now, I've changed a lot of my keys to be feng shui in comparison to where they at on my ASDW. Now these are your motion keys, so you got to think about where you want to put them. So my center torso is actually C. It'll point you to the way that you're facing, you know. Go that way. It faces you that way, right? So where I like that to be a C, and I like my full stop to be F. You know, just F full stop. It just renders with my brain. And then caps lock is the full. C is center. C. It just goes wherever you press. And invert throttle. Now, full stop and invert throttle should be used on almost all your peeking and poking engagements. If you're not using these buttons, you're not peeking and poking properly. That's just a simple fact. And you want to engage it with your jump jets as well. So like if you go to jump jet, you hit full stop, it brings you to a full stop quicker. And so a lot of your skill tree, you don't need hard brake if you have jump jets. Now it helps speed up the process. So if you're in a faster mech, it's always good to have some, I suppose. But the bigger mechs, it does not really matter. As long as you have enough jump jets to boost off the ground. You just need clearance to clear your mass and your momentum, mass and momentum, basically, and then you'll be able to go the other direction. But I hope this was useful information for you guys. Let's see, if anything else, tips I can show you. Jump jetting. And the same principle applies to Masc and stuff. Like, so jump jets, you can abuse, there's little, like if you jump off the edge of things, see how I clipped that right there? I'm going way higher. Now that's part of the jump jet bug. You ever notice like you'll hit like a wall halfway up your body and then boom, you'll go flying, but then you'll take leg damage if you're not able to comfort the fall properly. Now if you just clip it at the knees, around the knees and below, it will give you a boost without the bug. So now with Masc, which I don't have right now, you also want to come to a you want to turn with your mech. You want to stop and go and turn with your mech. You want your Masc to act as a booster. A lot of people will turn their Masc on and then and turn, stop, and go with it, you're not getting a full thrust with your mask if you're doing that. You should hop, turn, mask. Like your mask should be kicked on when you're already moving in the direction of your momentum and your mass. Or you're basically just ruining your thrust and your burst. So I've tried to explain this to other people, but they know how to play the game, so they don't listen. Anyway, cheers.